Hey learners, I will ask you a question. How many subjects are you interested in and how many skills have you learned? Most of you might say 1 or 2. But do you know that Leonardo da Vinci, who made the world famous Mona Lisa painting, was an inventor, artist, sculptor, architect, scientist, mathematician, engineer and also a writer? Seems less? Look, he was also good at anatomy, geology, literature, botany, astronomy, orthography, paleontology, ideology, and history. Means he was not master or good at just 3 or 4 skills or subjects. He was master at 17 things, at time when internet was not invented and getting information was a huge task. He was also called as the father of paleontology and ideology. And if we just talk about his core skill, he was one of the best artists who made the most famous Mona Lisa painting and the Last Supper painting, which shows the Last Supper of Jesus with his apostles. The painting shows the moment when Jesus announced that one of them would betray him. If we talk about his inventions, he is credited as the inventor of parachute, helicopter, expandable ladder and tank and many more. And he was an ambidextrous. Ambidextrous are those people who are able to write with their both hands, and he was also able to write in mirror writing, means words and sentences in opposite direction. He had done many extraordinary things in his life. That is why he is called as an universal genius. But why I told you this? I told you this because the summary of the book which I am going to tell you is based on the Leonardo da Vinci and his principles that he used to become a universal genius. This is the book which I am going to tell you about. Think Like Da Vinci. This is a great book to improve your intelligence and brain power. The author of the book was fan of 2 persons, Superman and Leonardo da Vinci. Soon after, when he grown up, he got to know that Superman is fake and Da Vinci and his achievements was real, and the author became a huge fan of Da Vinci. And he started to read about Leonardo da Vinci and read the books of Leonardo da Vinci many times, and went to France and Italy to research about him. After the research, he got 7 principles which were always used by Leonardo da Vinci to become a universal genius. And if we use these principles, we are also able to be like Leonardo da Vinci. Number 1. Curiosita. Curiosita means curiosity. Author says that Leonardo da Vinci was very curious. He was insanely curious. He wanted to learn everything and always ready to learn new things. And this is the reason he invented and achieved many great things. If I give you an example, Niels Bohr and Max Planck are the father of quantum mechanics because they both were curious about quantum mechanics. If they just decided to learn the quantum mechanics and left to study after a while, they both would never be the father of quantum mechanics. Author says if you are very curious about a skill or subject, you will definitely master it. So, start asking questions about the skill or subject you are curious about and try to find out the answer for those questions. Author says to maintain a journal in which you write your ideas, thoughts, goals, plans, questions and answers. By this, your curiosity level will increase and you will also complete the first principle. And this is what Leonardo da Vinci had done. We find many journals maintained by him in which he writes his thoughts, ideas, inventions, goals, plans, drawings, questions and answers. And this step can also be seen in many successful people. Remember, successful people always maintain a journal. Number 2. Demonstrazione. Demonstrazione means demonstration. When Da Vinci reads a thing or hears a new skill, he doesn't just hear it, he quickly takes the action. He tests and experiences the new thing or skill he heard of. Example, when I told you to maintain a journal in the first principle, only some of you will make a book to write your journal. Look, practical or experience learning is better than just theory. I will ask you a question. If you want to learn a car, how will you learn it? If I just tell you the parts of the car and how to drive it by just theory, you will never learn it. You will learn it by practically driving it. So, more experience you gain, more genius you become. Number 3. Sensazione. Sensazione means sensation. Leonardo da Vinci used his senses very well. Example, if Da Vinci sees a tree, he doesn't look at it as a normal tree. He carefully observes how roots of the tree came out of the ground. What shape is the leaves and branches? How long are branches? How many colors of leaves are there on the branches? At what distance from the ground the branches have grown? And how long is tree? Means he observed everything in detail, and that is why Da Vinci was very good at learning. We should also use our all senses very well, not just the eye or tongue, all senses. If you are eating something, don't just eat it to fill your stomach. Eat it to fill your stomach as well as taste it carefully. If you are touching something, like if you are touching a flower, feel the softness of its petal carefully. If you are hearing something, like if you are hearing somebody, hear him carefully. Or if you are hearing a music, hear the pattern of music carefully. If you are smelling something, like if you are smelling the fragrance of flower, then smell it carefully. And if you are looking at something, observe it carefully. This principle is also known as mindfulness, which is really helpful to boost your brain, focus, and intelligence. So, with that being said, let's wrap up this video here. If you want to see the second part of this video, click here. And if you learned something new from this video, like this video, share this video, and subscribe my channel. Do you know facts? And always remember, I always love your face, and I will see you with something new in the next video.